Hey, everybody. Remember, if you're a fan of the Tennessee Volunteers or just sports in general, please like, comment, and subscribe. Any and all support's greatly appreciated. Now, let's get to the video. Hey, guys. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. A little bit of a late night video here. Just got back from Knoxville, attended the Tennessee Oklahoma game with my buddy Dallas. So that's always a good time to see him and get to watch sporting together. As fall gets closer, he and I go to as many of the football games as we can together, where we're season ticket owners. So great seeing him, but even better seeing Tennessee just absolutely wallop Oklahoma tonight. So it was super awesome to get to see that in person. High level initial reactions. You know, in all honesty and truthfulness, this is the first time in a long time that Tennessee controlled a game from opening tip all the way through the conclusion. We won by 23 points. The game was never in doubt. There was a little bit of an Oklahoma run in the second half to cut it to single digits, but really Tennessee just out-physicaled, outshot, out-hustled, out-rebounded. They did everything better than Oklahoma tonight. And honestly, in the SEC, that's something we love to see. Now, the truth of the matter is Oklahoma is arguably the worst team in the SEC. We've had back-to-back games against the two worst teams in the SEC and LSU, and now Oklahoma. I would argue that Oklahoma is actually a worse team than LSU. But putting that aside, it's still a Power 4 team. It's an SEC team. It's a, some would say, well-coached team. They certainly have some shot makers. Pack was somebody that it felt like, man, every single time he threw up a shot, that ball was going through the net. But again, Tennessee was able to really just control the game from start to finish. It was quite impressive. It surprised me, but obviously made me very happy. Ahead of the game earlier today, so today's February 18th, the game happened this evening, probably around lunchtime, maybe a little bit after, it was announced that JP Estrella would not be playing tonight due to a left foot soreness, an ongoing injury. I mentioned this in the last video, right? Unfortunately, JP has had just this history of injuries. If this potential injury is like other injuries that Tennessee athletics in general handles, I don't know if we can take it full face value. It's just foot soreness. It could have been resting him, just knowing that this, we were significantly better than this Oklahoma team. I'm unsure. But our starting lineup was Felix is looking like he's back to full health, and then sliding Jalen Carey in there at the forward position. And again, I know I've said this over and over again, but we really just out-hustled and out-muscled Oklahoma throughout the game. They were hitting shots. There were a few shots. I looked at my buddy Dallas, and our defense was just absolutely suffocating. I mean, this looked like one of the Rick Barnes's defenses from, say, Zakai Ziegler a couple of years ago, where we were just swarming the ball. We were being physical. We were being smart with our fouls. For the most part, there were some exceptions. There were also some ticky-tack fouls called by the referees during that game. But for the most part, the team was just absolutely smothering in their approach to defense. And Akpara looking like he's back to full health. On that note, let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard here. I do want to call out, if we just go to the full box score here, scroll down to our Vols. We'll touch on Nate here in just a minute, and Felix. But Gillespie, 37 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 16, 2 of 9, 8 assists, 8 steals tonight. Gillespie was poking and prodding at that ball the entire night. This is one of the first nights, if I'm not mistaken, 15 turnovers to 7. This is the first time in a long time where Tennessee was not the team that had the most turnovers, and typically by a wide margin. And that's in no small part to Jacoby Gillespie. This is a Tennessee single game record for amounts of steals. So now Jacoby Gillespie is going to be written down in that Tennessee history book. So it's a Greenville, Tennessee kid, someone that has done so much for this program in such a short amount of time. It gives me cold chills thinking about it. It's just awesome to know that his effort and his tenacity paid off. And now, for the foreseeable future, this young man's going to be in the record book as that steals leader. As I mentioned, Okpara coming back, it's looking like he's getting more and more up to speed, a little bit more healthy after being out and not starting a couple of games. Man, towards the end there, we were just lobbing up alley-oops, passes, and he was just dunking it down. Again, that physicality. He also finished with, if I'm not mistaken here, 2 blocks. Again, such an amazing rim protector. Felix is awesome. It sucks that we didn't have JP, but hopefully JP comes back and healthy. A healthy JP Estrella with a healthy Felix Okpara. That's scary. Jalen Carey also came in 7 points, but 7 rebounds. If you watch Carey live in person, I'm not sure how well it translates to TV. This dude, I know they hammer it home. They talk about he's like a linebacker or a defensive end. He is so much bigger and so much stronger than virtually everyone on the floor. He was bullying the Oklahoma players under the basket, getting his spot, getting the shots up that he needed. So that was awesome to see. Boswell, again, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, which we absolutely love to see, a block, and a couple of rebounds. Again, not a high-scoring output game, which rarely are his games very high-scoring, but he's just stuffing the stats left and right. One more player, a couple of more players before I highlight the obvious person here. Our freshmen, Brown and Amari, coming in. Even though Amari didn't score any points, played meaningful minutes. Dwayne Brown, 13 points, 5 of 6, 3 from 4 from free throw, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Give this man all of the money. I don't know how else to explain it. We cannot lose Dwayne Brown. We cannot lose Troy Henderson, and we cannot lose Amari Evans. While Troy Henderson didn't play, these guys got insignificant minutes. They're freshmen. They're young. This is going to benefit our team in a couple of years. It may not be right now, but it is going to benefit us. And also Ethan Berg getting a few minutes there, some points. One turnover that was somewhat costly, but it's good to see him slowly working back into the rotation. Again, it's nice just to have someone who has experience coming in and being able to help Jacoby while he's on the bench. But the Roses, my player of the game, and I've been saying this game after game, he's in virtually every single thumbnail. Nate Ament is just, I want to see him hit 30 points. God, the entire crowd was cheering for it, especially there at the very end. But Nate is just playing otherworldly right now. He's physical. He's driving to the basket. His three-pointer is starting to come into form. His free throws, 8 from 8 from the line. Again, after that 5 of 11 performance against Arkansas, opening game on the road in the SEC. Just where he was then and where he is now. You all have seen it. I've seen it. Around the country is starting to notice too. There's a reason why this guy was paid millions of dollars. There's a reason why this guy's going to be playing in the NBA. This dude is unreal, and I've said this video after video. He continues to rise like this, but in reality, the last few games, it's more at this angle. High capacity shooting, scoring, rebounds, hustle, physicality, and he's a leader. He is actively calling for that ball. He wants to be the guy, coupled with Gillespie, that makes an impact on the game. And, in all honesty, guys, this is one of the best team efforts we've seen all season. We needed this. We're getting ready to go to Nashville this coming weekend for a huge game against Vanderbilt. We can get another win streak going here. Me and my buddy were talking about, there's a world where we win out right now. A lot of bracketologists, shout out my friends on Twitter, right? Have us at a 5 seed. If we win out, 1,000% do not see a world where we can't be a 4 seed as well. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. Amazing night tonight. Great to be there in person. Awesome environment. Great to see a future NBA player in Nate Ament, a top pick, balling out. So, again, let me know what you thought in the comments. Are we heading in the right direction? Did you have any nitpicks after tonight? I know I didn't, but I'd love to hear what you think. All right, thanks. Thanks again for stopping in today. And remember, if you like this content, I can't ask enough. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Any and all support's greatly appreciated. And as always, go Vols!